I also had to get the microphone out of the podium because my shoes are looking too good. My 15-year-old son told me that, Mom, if you don't speak English properly, speak slow. So 5 minutes, I'm only going to get through 1/3 of what I'm thinking, but I'll hurry up. I'll tell you something you don't know. When I came to Des Moines back in 1996, this is what, 19 years ago? And I landed in the airport and picked up the newspaper in Des Moines. The headline says, this lady get killed on the street with random shooting. Someone remember, was that Susan Parker? And I forgot her name. And it was, I told my husband, thank you very much for bringing me to murder capital. And then I told him that, you're gonna get me out of here, right? And he goes, yes, honey, I promise you in 2 years. And here, 19 years later, I'm still here. And I have to say that all of you and the people in Des Moines, they're really embracing immigrant entrepreneurs. And let's look at some data from IES. Immigrant Entrepreneurs Summit. This is a nonprofit organization started in 2008 by 3 immigrants, Swallow Yen and Max Cardenas and myself. The reason we started this one is because so many people and in the immigrant community wanting to do something, wanting to come out of food stamp program and wanting to be self-sufficient, but they don't know the rules. And one good example I'll tell you, one African immigrant and coming to Des Moines, and he came to me and he goes, Ying, I started a bank. And I said, really, how did you start a bank? He goes, I loan money to my folks and I get money back and for class and more, and I'm really a bank. And so I said, well, did you check on the regulation to see what kind of license you're supposed to get and what you need to know? And I don't think you can start a bank just like that. And we're talking about immigrants with dreams. When they come here, they heard a lot about us. They think that this is the place, they're gonna grow their family, they're gonna make $1 million, and the road is paved by the gold. They can pick up the silver and the gold on the street and they're going to be rich, right? A lot of them come over here, feel that way. They feel the opportunity around them. And how do they get there? This is what IES is all about. We teach them what to do halfway through. Okay, this is the registration for last year's IES. And this is the crowd in 2008 at Drake University Olmsted Center. And we had 137 new businesses come out, immigrants, on November 1st, 2014. That comes 12 months before, in 12 months' time. And now we are preparing for 2015. Just to tell you, it's 176 new companies come out of last 12 months. Look at these people. And we have 645 participants from 46 countries. And we are United Nations here in Des Moines, okay? And look at these numbers, 300 attendees in 2008, then you go to 645, and for 2015, I'm thinking we're gonna reach about 750. And 852 total new businesses come out of this IES mechanism. And here is the crowd. And here we recognize successful immigrant businesses, and they're getting that trophy. It's actually very heavy. It's not just looking like that. It's nice crystal. And annual award. So these are the awards categories, and I love that Immigrant Spirit Award. It's always recognize someone just so hardworking, and they brought up the business, they brought up their family, and it's a great dream. We label that American dream they have here. 2008 awardees, and I want to show you these folks from Brazil. Those white shirt folks, they're from Iowa State University. Before graduating, they're F1 student, they're foreign student, but they started a company to produce agriculture waste into a fertilizer. And they sold their first machine to Canada, Ontario, And that was a $75,000 product. And so they are really, Business Record actually recognized them in one of the front page coverage. And here, those are the sponsors. Thank you for everybody. Polk County supervisors, I'm really proud of you supporting IES. And here, the last slides I have, didn't have that really. Where's my last one? Okay, my last one was a very nice picture of myself. I want to say to you that my firm is an example of how immigrant entrepreneur can be successful. Thank you to all of you though. Without you, we can't do it.
I wanted to ask Ying just a quick question because when we met the other day, she talked about one of the biggest barriers that immigrant businesses face. And one of those things that she talked about was coming to an event like this and not necessarily having the language. And so Ying, I wonder if you could talk a little bit about how we as a community could help especially welcome in and help people overcome that language barrier a little bit.
Sure. Actually, I do have a language barrier too. If you start talking, when I go to the doctor's office, I don't get doctors talking, okay? And I'm not even kidding, that's really true. So I always want to bring a translator with me, but that was an exaggeration. But when you talk to immigrant entrepreneurs, and knowing that they are just like people who had idea of business, they may be very educated back home, but when they come here, they don't understand our system. So you want to really be open-minded. I want to say that I have seen businesses in 2003 came to my office with $600 credit card money to spend. Today, they're $7.8 million business here in this country. So be open-minded, and once you talk to them, and I really want for us to say that use plain English, use layman language, and don't throw them the tax code jargons, and they don't get it. And they understand what is their kid. They don't understand what is their dependent. Does that make sense? So that's where you're going to go about. And if you really get hold of a good entrepreneur, immigrant entrepreneurs, I want to say that they work so hard. And I will tell you that my working hours probably 18 hours a day. And I am not exaggerating because I really don't have anything else to do. I'm not good at bartending, I don't understand a lot of footballs and the balls and all the balls, but I don't understand.